5. Hello and welcome to another edition of DSU Inside Perspective. I'm Carlos Holmes, and this is the show where we talk to faculty, staff, students, and guests about current events that are going on in the world, or talk to people about some of the great things that are going on at the Delaware State University. Delaware State University has an aviation program. It's one of the academic jewels of the institution. It's a program that has its own fleet of planes, 10 planes, and it's based at the Delaware Air Park, about 10 minutes from the campus in Cheswold, Delaware. Today I have Captain Stephen Speed on today. Captain Speed is the director of our aviation program, and he has one of his student pilots here, Dina Diagne. So, welcome to the show today.
Thank you for having us.
Now, these students, in addition to learning how to become excellent pilots, excellent airport administrators and managers, they've got a little competitive streak in them, I hear. I hear there's a competition coming up soon. What is that about?
Well, I think you'll find that most pilots are type A, so that means that they pretty much all have that competitive streak. And we're really excited because our team's going to the national competition this year.
Now, what's the name of this national competition?
It's the National Intercollegiate Flying Association Championships.
And this is taking place where?
Ohio State.
Ohio State University, okay. And you're going to be competing in the competition?
Yes, I am as well.
What are the different competitional events that go on in this?
Well, there's about 10 events, maybe more. We have power on landings, where you do a normal approach to landing, power off landings, where you need to have your power cut off at a certain point in the sky before landing. We have message drops.
Wait a minute, let me go back to that. Your power is cut off?
Yes, you idolize your power to at a certain point. Where
do you have to turn it back on, or you just have to glide home?
You have to just glide home.
My. Yeah. Okay, this is not for the faint-hearted, is it?
It's not, and you're pretty much you're judged on basically how well you can do your traffic pattern, how you a certain spot to land at, and they judge you based on how accurate you are on your landings, how soft you land, how precise you are. So it's pretty tough. Mm-hmm. It's pretty tough. We have a message drop where you have to drop a certain message in a little bin they put on the runway, where they have you come around 200 feet above ground level. They have you drop a message. You put a funny message in it. Whoever has the funniest message usually also wins something. So it's fun on top of its competitiveness.
When you say dropping the message, you're actually sticking your hand out of the plane and dropping it?
Yes, certain planes you have to open the door to drop the message. But luckily for ours, we have a little window slot where you can just slide the window open and drop it. So we kind of have an advantage when it comes to that.
You guys sound like daredevils.
We're trying.
Now, you're competing against how many other schools?
There are 30 schools that are scheduled to compete this year.
And some of them are?
Some names you might recognize are Ohio State. They're the host school. Embry-Riddle, Aeronautical University, University of North Dakota, Air Force Academy.
Okay, all right. Now, is this the first time that Delaware State's aviation program has competed in this competition?
This is actually the third time that we have competed at some level in the national competition. And in fact, it's the third time in the last 4 years. So the first time that we had anybody compete, one of our students competed by himself. Our team didn't qualify for the national that year, but that student qualified because he was the top pilot in our region. Mm-hmm. He scored the highest score. And then the next year, the whole team qualified. And then again this year.
And was that last year that the team went?
It was 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Right. We actually missed going last year by 3 points.
Wow. And the year before when you went, how did the team do?
Did okay for our first time, but we're a pretty small program compared to all the other competitors, so we're pleased with the work that they did and how they competed, and I think that we're going to do really, really well this year. Mm-hmm. We have a good team.
Yeah, as a student pilot here, and I say that, you know, I mean, because you're already flying, right?
Yes.
You just had to go somewhere last week and you flew yourself there, right?
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
My goodness, you're already a pilot.
Yes.
But as a student in this program, What does this competition do for you? Does it help you with your confidence?
It does. That's one. It builds character. That's another. It gives you a feel for the real aviation world. Mm-hmm. It shows you what it'll be like in the future. It gives you a chance to meet other pilots, network. So it's pretty much, it's a good networking situation for us. It allows us to meet new people, new pilots, see the different careers in the aviation world. There's plenty of opportunities for us.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And you're a junior this year,
yes.
right? So you have one more year to go
yes.
before you graduate.
Just about.
What are your aspirations? What do you want to do with your aviation degree?
Well, I plan on being a flight instructor at the school for about a year or two after I graduate, so I can teach our incoming freshmen how to become better pilots than us, and hopefully build my hours up and soon seek an aviation career in the commercial world.
Okay. See, our students, they don't even want to leave Delaware State.
Yeah, glad to be here.
That's great. That's great.
Thank you.
Captain Speed, in this competition, do you expect there will be a year where you could possibly win it all?
Well, that's the goal. I mean, hopefully we'll be able to build the program to the point where we can compete with anybody. I see that in the future, yes.
Okay. Well, this competition takes place May 11th to the 17th. So we're going to be watching to see how Delaware State University's aviators do in this competition. Captain Speed, Mr. Diagne, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
And thank you for joining us for another edition of DSU Inside Perspective. See you next time.